Welcome everybody. Now I am going to discuss module 2 of algorithmic trading basic and Python ecosystem. Now I shall discuss Python programming language. What we will learn here? SMA, that is simple moving average, crossover strategy, buy sell signals, real trading logic using Python. Why Python? We know that it is very simple to learn, simple and powerful for data analysis. It has a huge ecosystem of trading libraries and widely used for algorithmic trading. First thing is that its core data types. First one is integer, that is whole number. With this we can present shares, that is whole number. Then with float, that is decimal number, we can present prices. Then list. With this we can represent historical price values. Then tuple, that is immutable collection. With this we can present constant unchangeable values. Then string, with this we can present stock sticker or company name. Here I have used a stock name variable and assigned Reliance. Then boolean, with this we can present true and false, that is decision making. In this case I have assigned true to is a variable is by, and with this we can present buy signal true. Then dictionary, that is key value data. Here the variable name is stock and it has a key value name and value TCS, another key value price, and its value 3500. So with this we can present the company name and price. So it is useful for stock detail presentation. Then data frame, though it is not belongs to code data type, it belongs to Panda, but it is very much useful. Here I have defined a variable data with 3 fields, name, age and city, having 4 values. Then I have converted it to data frame with Panda data frame keyword. Then it will look like this: name, age and city with 4 values. Then control structures: if, for, while. If for decision making, for loop over stocks, and while for continuous monitoring. Now first one is if. If is for trading decision, used to generate buy and sell signal. If price is 100, threshold is 100, then we can write if price greater than threshold, then print buy signal. If it is less than threshold, print sell signal, else hold. So logic is if current price is above threshold, then buy. Then for loop, scanning multiple stocks. If price is a string of 4 variables here, then we can write for if p in prices, and if p greater than 100, then print buy at this. So in this case it will print buy at 102 and 105. So logic is check each price and print buy signal. Then comes while loop, that is live trading condition, used when a condition must be checked continuously. For example, its price is 95 and if you want to check when it is going beyond the 100, we can write while price less than 100, print wait, else print target risk. In this case, in a loop it will continuously check whether price is more than 100 or not. Then it will come out from the loop and print target reached. So logic is keep checking until price reaches the target. So if decision making, for loop over stocks, while continuous monitoring. Then comes function. This is reusable block of code. It makes program clean and readable. Example of this function can be profit at SMA. I have defined here profit function with keyword def, then name profit with 2 arguments buy and sell. So it will always return sell minus buy. Then SMA, simple moving average. Average price over a specified number of periods. SMA is used to identify trend. Here I have defined it with def calculate SMA, then data window size 20. Then from the Panda I have used a function rolling. Here I have written SMA as closing value rolling window size 20 and mean of that 20 size. So always it will take the mean of last 20 closing values. For example, if window size is 2, then it will print NA twice, then the average of these 3. Then on the third line it will print that average of 1, 2 and 3 and so on. Then we can discuss fast SMA and slow SMA. Fast and slow SMA are technical indicators used to identify trend direction and potential reversal. Fast SMA reacts quickly to price changes, where a slow window reacts slowly. In the fast window, in general, the window size is 50, and slow window we consider it as a 200 days. A bluish crossover occurs when a fast window moves above the slow one, suggesting upward movement. For example, there are two crossover, golden crossover and death crossover. What is golden crossover? It occurs when a short-term SMA crosses above a long-term SMA, and death crossover, that is bearish crossover, occurs when it crosses below the long-term SMA. For example, you consider this one. This one is fast SMA, this one is slow SMA, and here it is a crossing above the slow SMA. So it is a golden crossover, and in this case this is the first SMA and this one is slow SMA, and this first SMA is going down the slow SMA, so it is a death crossover. Now with this fast and slow SMA we can define a function, trading signal generation. Here I have defined it in this way: generate signal, then data one parameter and two parameters. Second parameter is fast window of size 3 and slow window of size 5. Then I have calculated fast SMA, then slow SMA. Then I have assigned the value of when fast SMA is greater than slow SMA, that is true and false, to a variable signal, and then we have calculated position on the basis of this signal when there is a changeover with the function .def. So what will happen? It will create table. Say for first day when it is 0, then n, nothing will happen. Then there is a change of 1, so plus 1, that is buy. Next day again 1, so 0, there is no change, so it is hold. Then again minus 1, so change is there, so sell. Again no change, minus 1, so hold. And again a change, so buy. That is plus 1 and plus 2 for buy, minus 1 and minus 2 for sell. Actually we don't want plus 1 or minus 1, we want a change, and .def give exactly that. Then percentage return. Percentage return calculates the change of current day with respect to the last one. It is calculated by current minus previous divided by previous with the function PCT change. So I have defined it, calculate return, then data, then what is to return? Data close dot PCT change. On the basis of closing value, it will return percentage change with respect to the previous one. Then daily volatility, again is very important, useful for risk management. It calculates standard deviation of the last window size values. So for example, def calculate volatility, then data window size 20. So I defined it with PCT change over the closing value, then rolling window size 20 and standard deviation of that. So always it will calculate standard deviation of the window size. Then position size. This function determines how much of an asset to buy based on the fixed risk percentage of total capital. How to define it? I have defined it with the name calculate position size. with three parameters: total capital, risk per trade, and stop loss distance. Cash to risk is what is it? Now total capital into risk per trade, and position size is cash to risk divided by stop loss distance. So what is position size? First, cash to risk is total capital into risk per trade, and position size is cash to risk divided by stop loss distance. What is risk per trade? The maximum amount of capital a trader is willing to lose on a single position. Typical recommended value is 1% to 2% of total trading capital. Stop loss distances is the price gap between an entry point and the stop loss order level. Then comes average price, very simple. First, you take the sum of all the prices, then divide it by the length. Ecosystem of Python trading library is very strong. There are different libraries, among them NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib, Seaborn, yfinance, TLE, scikit-learn, TensorFlow are most important. You can call all these things with the keyword import and with nickname of each library. Here I have used NP for NumPy. What are the takeaways? Python is essential for trading. Data structure handle market data. Function improve efficiency. Libraries enable real-world systems. Here you will find quiz, short question answer to learn and brush up your knowledge. You will find all the programs what we have discussed here and much more than this in the download directories. There you can practice all these things and use that for your trading. The objective of the course is to analyze financial market using technical indicators, build and test trading strategies, use Python for data analysis and automation, develop algorithmic trading system. Audience, student, traders, Python learners, researchers. There are 9 modules. Already I have discussed first one. Now I am going to discuss in second one. And the last module will find machine learning for trading. The course value is 19 rupees. You can download it and test all the programs in Jupyter Lab or Jupyter Notebook or any Python IDE. Hope you can test and enjoy it. Hope again we shall meet in the next presentation of module 3. Till then, bye. Thank you.